So, first things first, I'm showing off how clean my desk is, because I spent way too much time scrubbing all the paint that I could off of this thing. Boy, did it take some time. Also, I did a little reorganizing up there, and I got a little bit more that I could do, but yeah, time to make a mess. Also, normally I would, do all this in the recording, but there were people downstairs, so I couldn't really, record a proper intro, so I have to do it in the voiceover. And my cat is there to help. She likes to help me with things. And the other cat is out of here. Yeah. She doesn't like to be as helpful as the punk. But anyway, enough jibber jabbing. That's my project. I'm sure we are all happy to see Shayan again. He doesn't leave very long from the videos. But, yeah, so we start off nice, easy, simple piece of cake with some skin tone coloring and, well, yeah, that's pretty much all it is skin tone coloring. So there's not much to say on that. I will say that you can probably see some I give up in the progression of this, because I kind of slowly started losing interest in giving up. More so after some problems started. This was not a problem area. This was starting off pretty good. Should have known. Anything that starts off pretty good is just going to be a problem. Also, there were some things that I didn't like to sketch, but they would have been a pain in the booty to fix. And I didn't want to. I kind of settled for good enough. Because I guess good enough was good enough. I don't know. I just wanted to, do a character thing for this week's video instead of just, I need more time. I find something to paint on. Bah! Which is kind of what I've been doing. I suppose I intended on having more of this character art in my channel than painting on things, and it ended up being the other way around. Also, we can see where the problems is starting here. Nice, beautiful, light gray, and it just kept getting darker. And then I tried to fix that really, really dark part with my colorless blender. And then it got darker, and then it got darker yet. And as it was getting darker, it got streaky. And so I went over it to try and just clear up the streaks, but it made it even darker. Which, honestly, it wouldn't have been a problem, except for I planned on my light source coming from that direction. So it ended up looking weird. And I will say that gray that I used was not a Copic marker. The brand is Azure. Azure. I can't say the word. And I have a character named Azure, which is somehow easier to say because I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Azure. I suppose that's it. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So it was a different brand of marker than the Copics, and so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. If it was just that's the quality of the marker. But when I opened it up, I felt a little bit of wet, so I think maybe some of the alcohol separated, which is why it started off as light as it did. And I think it was either a 3 or a 5 or something, and I thought it seemed really light to me. But then as I used it, as you've seen, it just got darker and darker and darker. And I think maybe that's when the alcohol started flowing into the nib more, which is what caused all of the continuous darkness to happen. But, I tried to go and fix it up with colored pencil. I took my 20% Cool Gray Prismacolor, and all I did really was I tried to go over the whole thing, that whole dark area, to lighten it up a bit, and then I tried to make it blend into the rest. And for what it's worth, it was the best I could do with the situation. I mean, it's not great. It's obviously not great, and we can all see that. But I don't think there was really anything else that I could have done to try and save it. I mean, let me know down in the comments if you were in this situation where your marker went on you, how would you have fixed it? Like, would you have done something different? Would you have tried what I tried? Would you not have known what to do? Let me know down below. I'm curious to see, to hear, to read what everyone else's methods would be to try and fix that. Because I was only toying with adding in colored pencils before I started this. Like, I knew at least the base was going to be markers. I thought I would try and do essentially all of it in marker with maybe some colored pencil, but after that incident with the marker, I said, screw it, we're going to do the base colors in colored pencil, and then, or in marker, and then we're going to just try and simplify my life as much as possible and throw in the colored pencil after. So this ended up being a very mixed medium piece. I say very like I used a lot of mediums. No, I used three mediums. I had to add the shinies at the end. Sue me. Yeah, we all knew there was going to be shinies at Shayan, though, so... I mean, that part was a given, right? Right? Wrong? Right? Now, I'm right. Anyway, yeah, then I think after the hair thing is kind of when I just started giving up more and more, and I'm like, I just want this done. I want to be lazy. I want this done. So, I mean, I still wanted to try and look halfway decent, but I just thought with the hair thing, it kind of highly demotivated me. And, yeah. And then here's the part where I add in all the red to the cheeks, and the shoulders, and the joints, and the thises, and the thatses, and I like adding the reds. And at this point, it was a lot of back and forth on the little details and adding in freckles and everything. And so, like, at one point in my artistic journey, because we want it to sound fancy, right? I was told, don't just add a darker version of the color you use. Like, don't use, like, a red and then a darker red for shading, because it'll look boring or something like that. And so I think I took that to an extreme, and then I tried to add, like, too many colors and always color mixed, and, everything I did looked messy. Well, everything I did still looks messy, but, like, a different kind of messy. And so I was trying to, like, cut back, go back, and here I did try and add in a little bit of color variation. Like, I added some purples in the hair. I think a little bit in the fur as well. Not that I did, like, a lot, but I tried to incorporate a little bit of that color vibe mix, I don't know what you want to call it, in there. And I don't know how well it shows up with my camera, but I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. I will definitely take opinions on that, and if I need to, keep it simple still, or if I should start doing more color variety again, or I don't know what I'm saying or asking here anymore. We're doing shiny stuff on the paper, so we're just gonna focus on the shiny. Look, shiny! Shiny! I wanted to add just a little bit of shiny to the cheeks because I could. And here's the final product. Still have mixed feelings on it overall, but there's some close-up detail if my camera will behave. I did actually do this digitally, and maybe eventually I'll remember to post that, or maybe someone will remind me because I don't remember things very well on my own. I have a Discord down below if you want to try and smack me upside the head or remind me. Excuse me. What? Or I will just see you next week. Bye-bye!